Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Akatsuki members gained the memories of the future? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 8 years after the QB attack. In the elemental nations. In the rain country, deep beneath the surface, in the tunnels, resided an organization that was working in the shadows. On the surface, it was known as Akatsuki, the mercenary organization that worked for many villages and have done dirty jobs for them. But it had another agenda of its own. Currently, it was nighttime, and most of the members were resting after doing their tasks and missions. And amongst them was Toby, the masked person himself, and a few others. As Toby was sleeping, even in this cool evening, he had sweat covering his body. He was frantically moving left and right until his eyes opened wide and he gasped for air. Sitting up straight, what was that? He had flashes of him dying, protecting Naruto, and siding with Kakashi, fighting off a woman with white hair. And not only that, he saw the betrayal of Zetsu. To him, to Madara. The plan that he was working for was nothing more than a trap. These were the flashes that flashed into his memory. It's all a lie. Everything he told me is a lie. There is no redemption. For no one. There's nothing we can do. Zetsu. He needs to pay. As on the other side, the other few members that had the same memories were Konan and Itachi and finally Nagato. These three were the other members that had their memories to the point where they have died. Nagato had his reanimated memories as well, but to some extent only. And he looked towards Konan after waking up, who was also awake. Konan, why are you awake? Asked Nagato. Because they have been together since their childhood. They have been sharing a room in bunks. I had a nightmare. Me too. Did you see some flashes? Asked Nagato. Yes. I fought Toby and he killed me after your death. So that is what happened. After I die, you die. After, as both said in unison, you faced Naruto Uzumaki in Konoha. As both of their eyes widened. How can this be? As they were the three members alone, Itachi Uchiha had the memories of the farthest because he too was reanimated and have seen what happens. He saw the vision of his brother and what he would become. And he was in deep thought, while also sweating a bit. Is everything alright, Itachi? Said Kisame, who was sharing the room with him. Everything is fine. I couldn't sleep. I'm going out for a walk to clear my head. Whatever floats your boat, man. Just don't make too much noise, I'm resting here. As Itachi left his room, he saw that Toby was also there, which he was aware who in reality was. While the two of them nodded at one another and passed by each other, they came across. Or more like, Toby came across Nagato as well as Konan. Both of them glared at him. What are you two doing here? He asked in his voice. We could ask you the same, Toby. What are you doing here? Toby was going to upstairs to get some fresh air. Would you like to come? No. It would be best if we are staying here on ourselves. We're on our way to the kitchen to get something to eat. Alright. Whatever you say. And with that, Toby left upstairs, outside, and so could be said for Itachi. Itachi had his own thoughts racing through his mind, while so did Toby. As Konan looked towards Nagato while sitting inside and drinking some water. What are we gonna do now, Nagato? What else did you saw aside from what you told me? Nothing. Well, I saw more. There will be a fourth great shinobi war, and turns out we have been lied to. What? Yes, we have been lied to. So could be said for Toby. Zetsu is a real problem, and he needs to be dealt with. This was the thought of the two other members as well who have gained the memories and have different goals as well. Itachi knew what he needed to do, and that was to reveal the truth to Sasuke and make sure that Sasuke was calmed. Because now Sasuke would have been weakened and in the academy, and he still had time. While on the other side, Toby was thinking along the same lines. Maybe he should go back to Konoha, warn everyone, including Kakashi and Naruto. Because this much he owed to Sensei. The Sensei he killed with his own hands, that treated him like a family. Why? Why was I lied to? You fool. Madara, you don't even know what you are doing. You're gonna be the one to destroy the world. But I'm gonna change that. I have these memories, these visions, and with that, I'm gonna make sure the plan of Zetsu foils. As for Nagato and Konan, back with them, Nagato said these words: "We are going to warn the other nations." What? We're leaving Akatsuki. This is not the place for us. But how? We're running away, leaving the rings and the robes here. These robes and rings and organization was designed by Yahiko. I know. It's time we laid down all the other paths to rest. Yahiko to rest. You're right. He doesn't deserve this. He would have not gone on any longer than we have with this plan. I am aware, Konan. I am aware. And with that, it was decided. Nagato and Konan the next day ran away, warning the other villages, other Jinchurikis, because of the memories they knew where they were. As for Zetsu, he was enraged after finding out that Nagato and Konan was nowhere to be found, and their robes were left here with their headbands and their rings. They defected! We need to do something about them! They need to be made an example out of! Toby, what is the plan here? Calm down, Zetsu. Now's not the time to be angry. We need to think cautiously. They could have gone anywhere. Revealed God knows what about our plans to anyone. I say we track them down and kill them. Are you insane? He has the Rinnegan. He can use that power to deal with us. As Itachi then said, my instincts tell us that we should move from here, hide for the time being, and then go out and see by scouting one by one at different villages. I'll go and take care of Konoha. Are you sure about this, Itachi? Yes, I know what kind of danger I'm stepping into, but someone has to. We're 2-member shots as well. Itachi's right, said Zetsu. And so, that is how the teams were sent. Toby looked towards Itachi as Itachi was leaving. After a few more hours, Itachi was already far away on the outskirts of the rain village, and there is where Toby appeared in front of him. You know something, Itachi. That is why you're going to Konoha. Don't tell me you saw the visions too. Itachi's eyes widened for a moment before narrowing, so my hunch was correct. I wasn't the only one who saw through Zetsu's betrayal. So you are aware, Obito? Of course I am. You know he could be listening. He is not. I made sure of that. Zetsu thinks that he can play with us and make our world pay. What are you going to do? Obito, what is your plan? I was hoping to go back to Konoha and reveal myself as well, but it seems you're going. Tell them about me and how I am undercover here. As Itachi's eyes widen, are you sure about this? Of course I am. Naruto needs to be protected, and so could be said for the others. This is the least I can do for Sensei and Kushina-san after what I have done. I don't ask for forgiveness or anything. I know what I need to do. I understand. I'm gonna go and do what I must. Give me your rings, Itachi. What? They have a tracker in them. Nagato was aware of that because he was the first member when we made the rings. In this way, nobody would be able to track you. And so, Itachi gave away the trackers and the Roban headband and left. As Obito stood there, clutching onto them. We have to come up with a plan to deal with Zetsu. But not now. I must keep my act 1. And so, time passed. Itachi returned back to Konoha, and he went straight towards the Hokage office. Hiruzen Sarutobi was doing his paperwork when the window opened, and he stood there. Hiruzen eyes widened after he turned around, feeling a presence. Itachi Uchiha. What is the meaning of this? Calm down, Hokage-sama. I'm just reporting back, said Itachi, bowing down. Reporting back? You know what you have done? I am aware, and I know what I have done. I must report to you about the true traitors alongside, if you consider me one as. The elders' home. They were in their state, resting, until the Anbus barged in and arrested them like criminals. What is the meaning of this? Do you know who we are? And respectively their name was called out, and they were arrested and brought in front of the council, where Itachi has spewed out everything. The root Anbus were compromised, and they were arrested. Danzo has been made alongside the others, and his Sharingan charade has ended because his arm, as well as eye, was the proof. As Hiruzen then looked towards Itachi, you know, this still doesn't forgive your crimes for what you have done. Yes, I am aware. I am willing to, if it means that I need to be executed, even have that. But before that, I need one request. I need to tell Sasuke everything. He needs to know. And I have something to share with you about Konoha and Naruto. And Itachi, in secret, revealed to Hiruzen the truth about Obito and the Kyuubi attack, and the visions that he had of what might happen in the future. Wait, so you saw the future visions of this, as you call this, memory, and decided to come back? Not only me, Obito saw these as well. I can't believe this. So that would mean the 2 members that ran away, they must have seen these as well. We do not know, but they were acting strange. My guess is that they did. Look, make it seem like that I was caught. Even if the Akatsuki find out that I have been on your side, it would be at least in this way that I have been made first. I see. I understand that. And so, it was known that Itachi Uchiha, the murderer of the Uchiha clan, was arrested. Sasuke was made sure to be made aware and was brought in front of his brother. As Itachi looked towards Sasuke, and Sasuke, with a shocked-filled expression, looked towards his brother instead of anger. You revealed to him? Yes, as much as you have told me, we told him. I want to listen to the whole side. From you, Nissan. Itachi's eyes widen because of what his brother has said. Instead of calling him Itachi with hate, he has called him Nissan, something he used to call when he adored him. It seems you are quite gullible, little brother, because you forgave me too easily for what I have done. I didn't forgive you. It's easy to understand why you did what you did. The elders forced you to do this, didn't they? Yes. They were going to execute the whole village using their root Anbu. But I and Shisui both have a plan. Using his Rinnegan, using his Mangekyo Sharingan, we were going to use the Kotomatsukami and make sure everyone agreed to his will and don't start a civil war. But he was killed by Danzo. Danzo wanted his power, and I was a fool to believe his words because he used the Kotomatsukami on me. As Sasuke began to cry, then it's not your fault. You were being mind controlled to do this. I could have broken out of it, but I let it happen. Why? Because I made him promise that you would be the one to get out without any harm. And he agreed. Sasuke's eyes widened. You did this to protect me? Of course. That is what I promised mother and father. To always protect you, even if it means that I have to kill you. Kill them. I had no other choice. And after that, you would be the one to hunt me down and kill me, the traitor of the Uchiha clan and Konoha, the murderer, and you would become the hero. That was my plan. Danzo was just the key to execute it. As Sasuke began to cry, I don't need to be a hero. I did not need to be anyone. I just needed my brother and family. You do not need to take that away from me. I won't, if that is what you want. As the both brothers came to terms, Kakashi has been informed of what Itachi has revealed to Hiruzen. What? Obito has been alive? But I visited his... You didn't find any body. There was nothing that was recovered from there. You are aware of that? I am, but still. I thought he was dead. He isn't. Itachi has confirmed that. And he is made aware of what is going to happen in future. And regarding Naruto, we need to be careful. As the Anbus arrived, we have taken everything that Itachi-san has given us in reports, and he has made sure that even the future threats such as Orochimaru has been made aware. And he has suggested that we call Jiraiya-sama back, and so could be set for Tsunade-sama. Because Naruto is the key alongside Jiraiya to bring her back. Really now? Yes. And so, that is what happened. Hiruzen called back Jiraiya and informed him of such. Naruto, who was already enthusiastic before he got into Team 7, was sent to Jiraiya to train with. And so, that is where this timeline began to divert from the original one. Because of the Akatsuki members already knowing the memories, two of them decided to reveal the truth and warn the others and hide. And one of them was still keeping an act while the other one, being captured, revealed the whole truth, changing everything. Orochimaru was found, and as soon as he was made, his whole plan was foiled. Tsunagakure had been alerted that their Kazekage was killed, and it was Orochimaru behind it. Tsuna was thankful for Konoha because they would have followed their Kazekage, or Orochimaru for that, into a war with them. As this was going on, Zetsu was enraged. His mind was literally close to snapping out. Why is this happening? We are this close! Everything was going smooth as butter, and now this! Itachi is captured, the Jinchurikis are made aware by Konan and Nagato, and now in Konoha, there is a danger that plan will be foiled. Orochimaru, for God's sake, has been captured as well, and even he knows about the Moonai plan. What are we going to do, Obito? Calm down, Zetsu. How can I calm down? You seem to be in a hurry, even though you are the will of Madara. Why is that? I'm just worried about the plan, said Zetsu hastily, because he realized he made a mistake. Look, you are supposed to be our will. My will for the time being. Let me handle this. Yes, this has put a setback on our plan, but in the due time we will achieve this. When? In due time. You seem to be in quite a hurry. What? Is something on the line here for you? No. Why would you say that? Nothing. I'm just joking around. No, it's not the time to joke, Obito. I know, Zetsu. I'm just trying to lighten up the mood. You're impossible. As Obito behind his mask continued to glare towards Zetsu, who was literally gritting his teeth, the Black Hawk at least, that even he knew that nobody could see. While the Akatsuki members, the remaining one at least, were behind the plan, a letter arrived from Konoha. It was Kakashi who sent it to him, thanks to Itachi. You idiot, we need to meet. Come to your grave. I want to see you. And so that is what Obito did. Lo and behold, in Konoha, gravesite of Obito, Kakashi was there standing. Took you long enough to visit? Listen, Kakashi, Before he could speak, Kakashi punched him into the face, breaking his mask. You damn idiot! You know I grieved for you. I visited your grave every single day. I know. I was angry. Angry because I saw something that I was made to see. What did you saw that kept you away, huh? I saw you stabbing Rin. As Kakashi's eyes widened. I see. sorry. I couldn't protect her. No, it's not your fault, Kakashi. You idiot. I understand now. I saw the future memories. It was a genjutsu, and Rin wanted to be the one to die. I met her before dying. Before I had these memories here. She told me that she was waiting for me to come to the side. I knew what I had to do for her. So she really is dead. When I found out that you were alive, I hoped that maybe she somehow would be alive as well. And it was all a nightmare, but I guess it isn't, at least. I still see red at my hand whenever I look down at it. It's not your fault, you damn idiot. I'm doing this because I have to. Besides, I can't forgive myself for what I've done. What do you mean by that? I was the one behind the QB attack. I was the one who led to the death of so many of our people and of Sensei and Kushida-san. You only freed the QB and put it under a genjutsu to attack Konoha. You were grieving. That is not called grieving, that is called lashing out. You know that, I know that. Let me handle this. I will be the one to kill Zetsu, and once I die, then you can bury me in grief for me. No, I won't. Don't you dare do something stupid, Obito. You know me from the start, Kakashi. I always have been someone who acts on feelings. Even irrationally as I did. With that, Obito faded, as Kakashi stood there clenching his fist, demanding from Hiruzen to let him go out and help Obito, but he knew he couldn't allow that to happen if Obito has made his decision. Back at the Akatsuki base, Zetsu has found out that Tsunade has returned thanks to Hiruzen sending out Jiraiya and Naruto. You know what is going on, Obito? Konoha has gained their second Sannin back. The third one is arrested. Everything is going down to hell. I don't understand. Why are we sitting still? This is the time to attack. We need to act right now. Act for what? Are we just gonna let the plan fail? What if I say we are? Because it's compromised. Can't you understand that? You think I'm just gonna sit around and let you do that? What are you going to do? You're the will of mine, aren't you? Or are you will of someone else? What do you mean by that? Everyone, you wanna know something funny? He thinks that he is my wills, or claims to be that, at least, and thinks we are all stupid. I have seen the memories. I've seen Kaguya Otsutsuki, your real mother, your real master, the one that sent you here to corrupt and ruin everyone's life so you can use them as slaves to free her. So you saw everything. What of it then? You think if you change a little bit of the timeline, I would just sit and do nothing? Even if you are to destroy me, kill me, Mother will find a way. You think I will let that happen? She was sealed away by the child of prophecy. What? Yes, you freed her, but you were sealed alongside her. So I'm gonna make sure you are sealed away, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare curse my mother. Don't you know who you're speaking about? No. As Zetsu watched, the others hold him down because Obito had let them in already in the plan. As he began to use the Reaper, what are you doing? I'm sending you where your mother is. As the Shinigami appeared, and then, in exchange for his soul, and everyone's soul, Obito tricked them to be. He summoned the Shinigami and asked Zetsu and Kaguya to be taken by Shinigami in hell. And so the Shinigami eyes glowed, and not only his, every other Akatsuki member that was there, their soul was taken, while Zetsu and his mother was dragged to the bottom of hell with Shinigami. As Obito fell to his knees, Konoha forces rushed in because Obito thanks to Itachi was made already and knew and told Kakashi about the organization hidden place, and Kakashi rushed in there with a group of envoys. Obito, damn it, I'm too late. Shut up, Kakashi. I told you could grieve for me later. Why are you in such a hurry? You damn idiot. Always being selfish. I told you we'll handle this together. Why did you not listen to me? I told you, I'm not someone who's looking for forgiveness. I know what I've done. And I owe it to Sensei this much at least, to protect his son. Make sure Naruto and Sasuke are protected, Kakashi. You're going to be their sensei, right? Make sure they're safe. Make sure they're friends. Treat them like us, but better. Make sure they don't end up like us. And with that, Obito died in the arms of Kakashi, as Kakashi finally gave Obito the funeral that he deserved and stood at his real grave now. I guess you're finally here now, and I guess I can finally grieve. Damn it. While this went on, Kakashi grieved. He knew what he had to do. Make sure Naruto and Sasuke grow up to be friends that Kakashi and Obito never got to be. And that is what was going to happen, because the Elemental Nation, even though with a few bits of given memories to the Akatsuki members that they had, was still the same. And it was growing and moving forward in time, as they have seen it in the future. But without any conflicts and war, without any unnecessary deaths that were going to happen. Konan and Nagato moved far away, started a new life. While on the other side, Itachi, he was made free and was now back in the Konoha forces, because it was made that Danzo, using the Kotomatsukami of the Shisui, put him in a genjutsu and made him obey his will. And he had no other choice but to kill his whole family and escape, making him the traitor, or being branded as a traitor forcefully. As the three of them lived their lives, the fourth one who gained their memories have died, because he believed that he wasn't redeemable, even though in the eyes of many he was redeemed. As for Naruto and Sasuke, their lives have begun, their shinobi careers have begun, and they had a lot to learn and understand about it. As this is where I will be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my other channel as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.